scramble on the edge, leaning heat, rising can't beat. Not hard racing, almost tasting, but we never fly. Holding back, building stacks, reaching for the sky. Living for the climax, trap house, do or die. Hold it close, tension thick, finger on the trigger. Dance on razor's edge, vibe getting bigger. Not about to fall, it's the climb, the figure. Feel the burn, twist and turn, no quicker. Ain't about the destination, it's the trip. Holding back, tension slack, don't slip. Quake before the quake, savor every trip. In this house, we edge, steady grip. On the edge, leaning heat, rising can't beat. Not hard racing, almost tasting, but we never fly. Holding back, building stacks, reaching for the sky. Living for the climax, trap house, do or die. Final stretch, tempers flare, but we hold. Chasing ecstasy, playing cards bold. In the trap house, story yet untold. Tension pause, bound but uncontrolled. On the edge, leaning heat, rising can't beat. Not hard racing, almost tasting, but we never fly. Holding back, building stacks, reaching for the sky. Living for the climax, trap house, do or die. Final stretch, tempers flare, but we hold. Chasing ecstasy, playing cards bold. In the trap house, story yet untold. Engine pause, bound but uncontrolled. Step into the ring, it's Monday Night Fire. My rhymes burn hotter than a funeral pyre. I'm the heavyweight champ, you can call me sire. Reviewing raw like a southern rap messiah. Crossing over lines like I'm Stone Cold Steve Austin. Flipping opponents like I'm Randy Orton. Dirty South flow, my words they be costing. Every verse I drop got them head nodding. Spit lyrical punches like a ruthless fighter. Got the crowd hype, I'm the crowd igniter. Breaking down the raw matches, no denier. Dirty style rap, I'm the Monday night supplier.
Hey there, kiddo! It's your friendly neighborhood, Mr. Kilmore here. And as professional wrestling's favorite TV dad, I suggest you go over and you watch the Monday Night Raw review with Grunmeister and Josh Joseph, as we call him, The Voice. Comes on at 7 p.m. and it is brought to you by In Your House and Window Liquors. And when you're done, go get some stank on your hang down. Are we still... Cut! Why are we still rolling? Cut!
Welcome, Window Lickers. Welcome, Grun's friends. Welcome, In Your House household. How you doing? It's Monday night, and it is me, the voice, Joshua Joseph, here with the homie, the blue-eyed villain. It is the Grunmeister. How you doing, my friend? Look at that smile.
I'm doing great. I'm doing great, Josh. How you doing?
I'm doing great. We're here. We got the leader himself, House the Concept here, joining us. What's up, homie? How goes it, everybody out there in the chat? So today is Monday night. We have a big weekend of wrestling coming up. We have is it a PLE? There's
PLE Premium Live Event. It is called SummerSlam, and this is the first SummerSlam in years that it actually feels like it's one of the big four.
Very true, Grun. You are hitting it on the head there already, right out the gate, and we got House coming in, ready for another great Raw preview show. Thank you, House. Yes, we do enjoy doing this. It's a lot of fun, and Grun brings a real fun energy to the IYH crew. We are still campaigning for Grun to get that head tattoo. He's still resilient on it, but
I am very resistant. Everybody.
We might get him to talk into it. We never know.
You might be able to get me. You might talk me into getting a tattoo somewhere reasonable on my body, but not the head. No.
Not the head. Yeah, we don't want to turn Grun into Bam Bam, but it has been a fun topic that we have been discussing, and it has been on a part of a couple different we got
Yes.
the concept
Yeah.
coming in. Come on, Grun. It's transcended into the lose
Yeah, it has.
channel and community, and they've been
Oh,
campaigning for Grun to get the
I
old
really don't need my friends to know about this.
and now
We guarantee they'll probably come in and hear about it.
oh, that's fantastic. But it has been fun. We've had some great wrestling happening this past week, this past month, actually. I mean, Raw has really been on a just terror. SmackDown has had its lulls, but we expect that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the stories being pushed right now seem the Raw storylines seem to be catching the audience attention a lot more these days, and that's saying nothing against the SmackDown product and the fans out there, because
Right.
I thoroughly enjoy SmackDown. I think it's good.
Oh yeah.
It's a good product. It's just in a little slump right now, but it's bound to bounce back. And I really do believe that SummerSlam is going to be where we see that, Grun. You have any thoughts on that one before we get into things?
I do. Yeah. I mean, some SmackDown's been in the slump, but SummerSlam, like, there's a lot happening on the SmackDown side that I think after this Friday night and after SummerSlam, there should be a lot of interesting stuff happening on SmackDown for the near future.
Exactly. And just like House is saying, SmackDown isn't bad, but Raw is just on fire. And I think that's exactly where you're coming from there, Grun. Ultimately, we know it's going to catch back up because the Chief is going to be back soon. We all know that. I mean, come on, tell me he's not.
Possibly a Hikuleo debut as well, maybe.
Dude, and I really liked that with that little train we rode on the Sunday house party where we.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I really think that should be where they go. I mean, personally, I think it sounded fantastic, and I think everybody involved that we talked about, and that everybody gave their honest input on that specific subject. It's money right there. I mean, that's just money.
100%. It is money. It is great. While you introduce fans to a new wrestler, then you have two established stars in Paul Heyman and Jimmy Uso come out behind him. The crowd immediately realizes what's going on, and maybe after that you hear Roman's music hit.
Yeah,
maybe
it would be fantastic. Hopefully they go that route, but if they don't, I know what they're going to produce is going to be fantastic. So
absolutely,
I'm along for the ride, whatever the scenery may show us. And we had the Lou popping in here. He's saying, because this is our friend, this is our connection. What brought us together, Grun. He is the Lou. He is a variety streamer, and you can catch him all days of the week. He is out there doing things. Is he going tonight?
He's tonight, and you can catch him suffering in Elden Ring.
Oh yeah, we are continuing the Elden Ring. Yes, go enjoy that, because let me tell you guys, last Monday, right after we left here, we got that 1 hour of Raw where we got to watch and enjoy, and then boom, Lou kicks on, and it was just a massacre, but a fun time.
We love you, Lou. We love
you, Lou. We love everything you do. A lot of what you see here is very heavy Lou inspired, because he showed me the ropes on a lot of fun things. House is definitely my podcast leader, showing me things, but Lou gives me cool things like this.
Shut your bitch ass up.
I mean, who doesn't love stuff?
Get a life, kid.
You gotta love every bit of it.
Yeah.
I love Lou. I know you do too, Grun. He's been one of our favorite people. He's just a fun time. Go check him out. House, you gotta get a Twitch account. You gotta get on there, because people would love what you have to say when we're going live and having some fun. Man, thank you, Lou. We really do appreciate that, and we're glad that you're your community is what brought me and this fun guy over here
Oh yeah.
together. So, Grun, let's do what we do best. We talk
Let's do it.
Raw.
All
And you
right.
know what? Every
What's
week
that?
we jump into it. We don't really start off with you and your
Yeah.
topics, but this is a different week, Grun. We are starting off
Yes,
with
it is.
your topic. So let's get it up there. And here we go. Grun, you want to talk about some amazing things. And these two giants are amazing. So take it
Oh
away,
yeah.
Grun.
All right. So it was, I think it was last week or the week before. Gunter went nuclear with a promo. Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago. He went nuclear with his promo, calling Damian Priest street trash, telling him that he wasn't worth the championship because he had to fight, scratch, and claw to get to the WWE. His parents had to fight, scratch, and claw for everything they had and everything they could provide to Damian. While Gunter, to his parents, they didn't have financial problems. Gunter was born great, born for greatness, you could say. And I mean, we're not going to argue with that, but he is being a bit of an a-hole about it. So he comes out on Raw, he talks more crap, and what happens? Damien comes out to respond, and you know what? I think Damien gave a very sound response. A forearm to the face, starts beating down Gunter. This is a roughly 20-minute brawl to open up the show. That took Gunter was when they come back from commercial break. Gunter's in the bag by the exit. He's like trying to calm down. Damien runs in, starts beating on some more. Adam Pearce bans them both from the arena. So we probably won't. So we might see them here tonight, and I think we do. And I think we're gonna. But last week, what happened? They just made everyone really interested for this match. Like, oh, this is gonna be a fight. This is gonna be a fight, and everyone's gonna be, because the crowd, they were into it. Wait,
I agree with you.
this is great booking at its best, because you had two great wrestlers who people didn't really know who to cheer or boo for. You let Gunther go nuclear, and now you have a heel face dynamic, which is going to bring this match to the next level.
No, I agree with you. That's great, hitting it right out of the park, right off of our first one. And you know what? You are correct when you talk about like the explosion, the excitement, the way you described it, because that's what it was. That's what kicked off Raw last week. And the fact that these two monsters are ready to just go at each other with both something so big to prove. Damien's proving that he can do all of this and remain a champion and be the champion that he knows he is. And Gunther needs to get back into the championship holding. He needs to hold one. That's what he wants. That's what brings pride to his name in his homeland, is carrying that title, being the top man, being that of what the WWE stands for. But Damian Priest stands in his way. And I love the way these two are going at each other in promos, the way that they're just beating the crap out of each other. They're giving the fans exactly what you expect when you see these two's image. We just see their image, don't know anything about them, just their image, and you know it's going to be a hard-hitting match. This SummerSlam match is going to be one of the top matches of the night, if not the top match of the night. Like I said, both men have something to prove. Damian Priest is on a level that most in that locker room are trying to even touch, trying to even see. Damian Priest is doing that. And Gunther has been doing that.
Yeah.
Like, he hasn't stopped doing it. Yes, did they take the title off of him? And yes, they did. But it doesn't matter, because still, look at him. Look at the dominance he is. Look at just the arrogance that he presumes in just this storyline itself. It's very old Triple H. It's very Hunter Hearst Helmsley. That's what it is, and I'm loving it. But you have that German brute with it, and you just got to love exactly where this storyline's going. Grun, finish this one up. Let us know what your predictions are and where we go from here.
I mean, like you said, I predict a hard hitting bout. I predict this match is going to open up the show, open up SummerSlam,
Oh,
and that's what I predict. And I predict a Damian Priest retention.
so that's how you see it.
That's how
A
I see it
Damian
going.
Priest retention. Okay, well, let me ask you this. What's next for Damian Priest then?
Up next, like I can see up next being him versus Seth Rollins.
Okay.
Because I can see Seth being wanting to jump right in line and like, hey, remember you promised me another title match. I want it, and I keep on thinking back to the rumors that Seth is turning heel. I'm
Mhm.
like, this could be a good place to turn Seth heel because Damian Priest, as of right now, really is a babyface.
So you
Okay,
think that
so
would cement Damian Priest as
yeah,
babyface? Okay.
I think
Okay.
so. Yeah,
Yeah, I like that. I like that thinking. You don't think that Seth is going to be too consumed with the storyline that he's in with now? Um, just throwing
that's
that out there for a thought.
that's a good question, and really, I don't know. Maybe he could be, maybe he won't be. I think that's really going to depend on who wins between Drew and Punk.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Well, Grun, I love it. I love this topic. I cannot wait for this match to see exactly who's right in this because I honestly think Damian Priest needs to retain it. I think it's the best storyline to go through. I really want to see the Gunther the crawling to the top and not just being complacent up there where he's been for such a long time. So all right. Well, now that jumps us into, you know what? Let's give one of our newest members of the In Your House her flowers. Let's just we did one quick story, so let's do this. This is Annie O'Neill. She is the newest In Your House member, and she's doing some great work. Her and House have a show, the Raw Deal with House and O'Neill. That's on Wednesdays where they talk NXT and they talk the fallout of Monday Night Raw. So not only on the In Your House network do you get the preview with me and this handsome bastard over here, you also get the fallout, the wrap up, the let's see where if the guys on Monday were right. So join us because we got it all covered. And you also get a little taste of NXT, and everybody loves a little NXT because it's great. So we're going to hit you with that Annie O'Neill promo. So go check it out. And this is for her personal podcast, which I believe is on Thursdays, Bumpin' and Thumpin'.
Go. Go. Go, 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 go. I am the first of my kind. You can compete, but only in your mind. The future of the business just arrives. Be lucky if you're worthy of my time. And I'm going hard.
So there it is. That's Annie O'Neill's her little what I call here on here stinger. That was a little Annie O'Neill stinger. So Grun, I need to know.
Are you ready?
Are you ready to get into some more Raw talk? Because we got a
Oh yeah,
subject that I know that you're familiar with, and we just there's so many damn questions in this subject. We need some answers. It is Liv, Dom, and Rhea, the saga that is them, the sewer rat, and the two emo royalty. The I just
yeah.
don't like her. I am not a fan of
No,
Liv. I think she does great things, but just I don't buy the character. I don't like the character, but it does work in this situation because you do have Rhea, mommy,
yeah,
the top female that we've all become accustomed to being the title holder, the one who runs the roost. And right now that's not happening. Right now Liv Morgan has that title. And as we see in this picture right here, I kind of designed it this way because right now, the way that we've laid it out with the Sunday house party, with the talks that we've had almost every Monday night, even before Rhea came back, um, Dom's at the center of this. Dom is the piece that holds this whole storyline together. So where do we think Dominic Mysterio, Dirty Dom, the old luckiest son of a bitch on the planet, the most hated heel in WWE, where does he go? What happens here?
Oh, where does he go? I mean, yeah, Lou. I mean, look, a man can appreciate the beauty of any woman.
Very true.
Okay, hey,
Except a sewer rat.
you'll have to forgive me. I'm from Pennsylvania. New Jersey's a neighbor, so I think I was thinking enough sewer rats to think, yeah, you know what? They don't look too bad.
Okay. Hey, Grun, you're my partner in this. So yes, whatever you say, I'm gonna go with, man. You got Lou going.
Yeah.
Lou's loving it.
Right? But my thoughts on this are this. They took a strange turn because Dom Mysterio, I think, just got the crowd behind him. And I think if he comes out and speak tonight on Raw, the crowd's gonna let him speak.
That's gonna be a first.
That is gonna be a first ever since he joined the Judgment Day. Like that is the big thing. And Rhea, I recently listened to Rhea on the Impulsive podcast. That's from months ago. And she said that he can cut a promo, no problem.
Mhm.
He can cut a really good promo, but he doesn't get the chance to.
Yeah.
So like this is gonna be interesting as to what happens tonight on Raw. As for SummerSlam, I think I'm buying into what Jones is selling with.
Here we go.
I think I'm buying into the idea that Liv retains, and I think Dom turns on Rhea. But this could also like this. The SummerSlam could be the night Judgment Day entirely implodes, or is stronger than ever. I don't know. I really don't know. But that's what I love about this era of pro wrestling. This is what I love about this era of Raw and WWE. I don't know for certain what's happening.
You know, this is my question. When are white people gonna just stop getting behind somebody with the last name Jones and joining just because they look, exotic and maybe not like me? Oh, I'm gonna join with everything they say. And then you're held up in some campground that this bozo has built, defending yourself against our damn government, sipping Kool-Aid and hoping you get on a comment. This is ridiculous. Will you stop with the mommy hate? First off, Dominic is going to fall in line, okay? Because that's what got him to the dance. You leave with who took you to the dance. You don't trade dates. So he's going to stay there. The only one leaving Judgment Day is going to be Damian Priest, because Damian Priest's story makes the most sense. Finn, I do feel Finn, House keeps bringing it up, and we know it because we've heard it multiple times. You gotta watch Finn Balor.
Mm-hmm.
Pay attention to him. I really think that the split is going to be Finn is gonna leave with Liv. Him and JD Mick, I got a 17 forehead, are gonna go, and Liv is gonna create a faction. I don't know what that means for if Rhea and Dominic are gonna hold what's left, because it's only going to be them two,
Right?
because everybody else is going to go. And I mean, to me, it makes the most sense for all of them to kind of split up. but still have a Judgment Day. Give us something new with the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some up and comers that Rhea's got her eye on that she's been watching since she was gone. And that podcast you brought up, didn't she bring up that she thinks Dom is the GOAT? He is going to be one of the greatest of all times.
I think she did.
And
And no, go ahead.
no, I was going to say I don't disagree with her. I mean, look at the heel work he's already doing this early in his career.
Yeah.
The storyline he's already built this early in his career. I mean, he's doing some great things. And if we all remember when Seth came to the main roster, you know, the Shield, they weren't a babyface group.
No.
They were people who came out and fucked shit up. That's
Yeah,
what
they
they
did.
did, and that's what they were paid to do. So and the reason I bring that up is because Seth, just the same thing I think of Seth. I watch him in his young career at the very beginning and what he did and how he pushed himself and how he got to those eyes that needed to see him. And then the Shield formed and we all fell in love with those three guys. And one left, one's out of here. We got two left. We still enjoy things. Both we're wanting one to come back. We just want him to come back. And the other one, we're just like, do whatever you want because your stories are great. We enjoy what you're doing. You haven't disappointed us in a very long time. The last time Seth Rollins disappointed me was the Finn Balor match that he had, that Finn got injured and had to drop the Universal title. That was it. And that was nothing against Seth. It was just, it sucked that those two were in that match and that happened.
Yeah.
Outside of that, Seth has been a facet in the WWE. He has been the glue that's kept it all together. Yes, has he had to take some time off here and there? Yeah, he has, but you still talk about him. You still want him out there. But as fans, we understand you need that time.
I mean, look at all the work he's put in. He put in like the one moment that keeps coming up in my mind. There was a gauntlet match, I think, to determine a number one contender for the world, for the Universal title, whatever. Seth Rollins was one of the first people in. Lasted an hour.
Yeah.
An hour. He didn't win, but he lasted an hour. And when he was eliminated, fans were chanting, "Thank you, Rollins." When Monday Night Rollins was born, we were getting the iteration. We were starting to get the iteration of Seth Rollins that we have today.
Yeah.
And this version of Seth Rollins is on a higher level than anyone else. The only other person that might be on his level is Roman Reigns.
I agree with everything my co-host is saying here, saying it very well. And you know what? That is a great transition because that takes us into our next topic. And let's just talk about it. It's the Seth, Drew, and CM Punk drama. And this is getting good. What?
This is going to be fun.
Okay, Grun, let me ask you directly. What do you think is going to actually happen in this match? And is it really far away from what you truly, as a fan, want to happen in this match?
I think this is going to be obviously CM Punk and Drew are in a blood feud. Seth Rollins is in a blood feud with each of them a little bit. But I believe this is going to be the fun viral match of the night. I think there's going to be a lot of antics. I think Seth Rollins is going to mess with both Drew and Punk. I think at one point Seth is just going to say, you know what, no disqualifications, and hands both of them a weapon. Like, here you go, have at it.
Well, and tonight, don't we get his rules tonight before you go further into that? Okay, yeah, okay. So go ahead and continue.
And I can just see Seth taking this to ridiculous levels to piss them off, knowing that they're not going to do anything ridiculous. Like if he says, all right, before we can begin this match, you each need to sing the other's entrance song or something.
So you want like pure chaos in this one?
Yes. I think Seth is a great agent of chaos.
Very true.
I think if you're gonna have, because like I can't see this match not getting chaotic. So I'm like, why not just go full fledged into it? Because like, you know what? Like, there is nothing wrong with a comedy match. And
No.
you got a potential for a great comedy match here with the special guest referee stipulation. But at the same time, you have built this blood feud up that there's no way that these three guys can't figure out, okay, here's where we can be funny, here's where we shouldn't be, here's where we should be serious. Like, these are three of the best wrestlers in the world. Drew McIntyre rebuilt himself on the indies in 3 years, came back and has been better than ever. Each year he is better than the previous. This is the best version of Drew, and I don't think that he has hit his peak.
Wow. So you still think there's more to Drew McIntyre?
I think so. I think, like I said, like I don't think anyone disagrees that this is Drew Mac. I don't think any of us believe Drew was this good. I didn't think Drew was this good when I first saw him last in his first run with WWE. This is a completely different Drew. Punk,
Well,
Punk has got a completely different mindset. This is going to be a stacked card, and this is going to be one of the matches everyone's looking forward to.
So let me pose this to you. Was, for me, the Drew McIntyre title run during the COVID lockdown was a joke. It was not anything to write home about. It's almost like the Lakers winning the in-season tournament. Woo!
Yeah.
We invented a new title for you. So, and I'm not saying that they invented a new title for Drew.
Yeah.
Is it an accomplishment that you want on your record? Most definitely. You definitely want that. You want as many title runs as you possibly can behind your name. But I think right now we are in the era of Drew McIntyre. I think they need to really push on him because in this storyline, he is showing some great things. We want Larry on a pole match. I like that, Lou. That's good. That's good. But yeah, he's showing us some things. He's showing us that he can carry a legit storyline with two guys who can steal the story at any moment. I mean, Seth Rollins, at any moment he wants to. If he double stomps both of these guys, the crowd is going to pop. The crowd is going to go nuts for him. If CM Punk comes out there and he does whatever he can, I mean, him messing with Drew McIntyre, the crowd pops. Drew coming out and getting fired up and having to have 15 security guards hold him back, that fires up the crowd. So all three of these guys are able to get the crowd on their side in this match. And I think you are correct. And I think that this match allows all three of these guys to play in a world that we don't normally see. But when it is done right, it's a pretty magical thing. I mean,
oh yeah.
I'm just thinking back to watching Raw as a teenager, and there was the New Age Outlaws were taking on Cactus Jack and Terry Funk's character, Chainsaw Charlie.
Oh, God.
And it was in a dumpster match. So just hearing that, I was like, well, this is going to be lame. But those two teams tore that match apart. It was one of the best matches, and there was comical spots in it. And then there was, we're going to throw these old bastards in a dumpster head first spots. And you got a real sense of the fun that can be had in a wrestling ring and the oh my god moments that can happen in a wrestling ring, all in the same match. So I would like to agree with you on this one, and I think that this is going to be a match that is going to be a little different, a little out of the ordinary, but it's still going to be one of the top matches of the night. It can't be. I mean, like, it cannot be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I know what you
with
mean.
all of them involved in it, this match has got to be some type of excitement, some type of there shouldn't be a lull in this match. You got
No.
any final thoughts on this one, Grun?
Not really. I do think Drew needs a win, so I won't be surprised if Drew picks up the win here.
I agree with you on that one. I mean, I think we both said that in the house party, and we both think that Drew deserves a win right now. I mean,
Yeah.
that I do enjoy the Drew screwing Drew over storyline,
Yeah.
but how many times can you go to that well before it's dry? You know what I mean?
Like I think if you go to the well one more time, you can maybe not in this moment, but I think they are going to go to it one more time, and I think that's when we'll get what I've been predicting, that we'll get Drew finally cracks, finally breaks, and finally admits that it's his decisions, it's every choice that he's made that has led him down this path of where he's getting screwed all the time, because he made like kind of like giving um a promo as if he were an addict finally admitting their addiction.
I like it. I like it. All right. So let's go on to one of the things that one of our fans wanted to talk about before we go into the last one. The Wyatt Six. And look, there it is. Look at that. I noticed you wearing it the other day, but no one
Yeah.
said anything, and I was like,
No.
okay, all right, we're gonna let it pass. That's gonna be our little sprinkle of the Wyatt Six there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love that shirt. That's really,
It's a good looking shirt.
yeah. When I seen the design, I was like, oh man, I gotta get this. But then I bought something else. I forget what I got. But anyways, so we're gonna discuss this a little bit for our fan out there, Roger. He brought it up in your house house call chat that we have going on. Also, you can join us with the Discord for the In Your House house call. That is a Lou loves it. He loves your shirt, Grun,
Thank you,
which you
Lou.
should, because it's a good shirt. But join us on our Discord, and pretty much what the whole idea is to continue the conversation from the house call, but in a more organized fashion, and to where you can drop actual comments directly to us. Every podcast that we have has their own channel on there, so you can leave comments and things to those creators, and they will get back to you. And we just want to build off of what we've seen other people do, and what can be done, because like we bring it up all the time, the Lou, his Discord, honestly, that's something I check every day. At least once a day I'm on there and checking it. The one that me, you, and Viking have, I check it, especially when there's a message out there. I make sure to go to it. So it's just a way to keep us more organized, maybe have a little more fun. There's some personalized emojis for the In Your House crew that you guys can use at will. It's just built to bring a lot of fun. So going off of that discussion, we need to talk about the Wyatt Six and what we think might happen tonight. And Grun, I know you, of all people that I talk to, get really deep into talking about this. So I want to know, what do you think? What do you hope is happening tonight with the Wyatt Six on Raw?
Well, I hope we get confirmation of something happening between them and the new Alpha Academy at SummerSlam. I don't expect it to be anything huge. Maybe even if it's a pre-show match, like I'll be fine with that, because you know what, like it's more just for people's entertainment. It's not really built up to anything big yet, but something for SummerSlam. And I'm hoping we get another Wyatt Six segment with a therapist interview, sort of, or something that promotes and pushes Mercy the Vulture, Dexter Loomis, or Huskus the Pig, Joe Gacy. That has been the big thing that I've been harping on, is that I don't want this group just to be a memorial to Bray Wyatt. Like, that's great and all, but you have wrestlers here that are good at wrestling and are good at storytelling, that know how to that can cut promos, that can do everything you would expect them to be able to do and do it well. Just give them the chance. Like I want to know that when the Wyatt Six is over, that they're not gonna be like, okay, Gacy, Loomis, we don't know what to do with you. You guys are gone.
Yeah, I would like to see something too. A pre-show thing would be fine. Like you said, I would be perfectly fine with that. That would quench a little bit of my appetite there. But I would like something on the main show. I would like something. I would like,
sure, yeah.
And it doesn't even have to be a match. Maybe do a pre-show match, and then later on in the show we get something. We get a stalking. We get something from them, because there's so many avenues we can take with the Wyatt Six. I mean, we've already seen that, and we've already had huge pops for these therapy sessions that have happened. As soon as they happen, I mean, our chats go live, people start talking, other chats go live. I've even been in the Lose chat, and somebody's brought it up. Hey, the Wyatt Six just cut a promo. It was wicked, blah, blah, blah. And when you have that lightning, you need to bottle it as many times as possible, because these guys right here that are in this, the forgottens, the ones that were maybe not given every chance that they deserved, and they were just let go, they were left to wayside, and somebody found them. An uncle came around, and he found them and picked them up and gave them a purpose in this family. And I really loved what you touched on when you said you don't want this to be a memorial to Bray, because it doesn't need to be. We already had that. We had that memorial moment as fans when we seen Bo Dallas talk to himself about what had happened, about what he had lost, about the what has been ripped from him as a brother, as a friend, as somebody who he could turn to and lean on. That was all taken away from him. And we got to witness it, not only through these therapy sessions, but through the documentary that was made. Bo Dallas was he wasn't the main focus, but he was the one delivering the main message. And to see that and to replay it back in my head from what we watched, and to see the therapy session that he had with himself, it speaks volumes to what Bo Dallas is capable of in a story. It speaks volumes to what this whole family can do. I mean, Nikki Cross herself, tell me there's not a more chilling female right now. Like, I want to know what what has she learned to apply in the ring with this character. I mean, think about Bray when he turned into when did we ever see anybody turn and start crawling around on their hands upside down besides the Exorcist? When did you ever see that? So
never.
Along Bo Dallas rant, I'm going to end it with this. This is the one story, and me and you have talked about this specifically. This is the one story that I don't want to know anything about until it's happening. I
Agreed.
want to be shocked with this. This is like the ultimate horror story that can be told, and I'm one of the biggest fans of horror, and I think that this is the beautiful marriage between professional wrestling and horror. You're taking The Undertaker, you're taking Mankind, you're taking all of those. There's so many like paranormal characters that you're taking and you're making perfectly work into this family, and it's just masterful. I want to see more. I cannot wait for tonight to see what happens. I hope we get another therapy session like you were discussing. I hope we just get creepy moments. I love it. We got Lou chiming in. Grun, if you have anything else on this one, throw it out there.
Yeah, no, I don't have anything else. Really looking forward to it. Hopefully, it's really good, and maybe I get what I want.
Yeah, I hope so too. The Lou's chiming in. Wyatt 6 is definitely my top interest on Raw. I like to see a match on the main card for SummerSlam. We agree with you there,
Yeah,
Lou, but
maybe.
we will accept a pre-show.
Yeah.
So it's still open. Like I said, this is the story that I think both me and Grun are willing to just wait to see what happens. So Grun, before we head off, because we have 15 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, before Monday Night Raw kicks off, and this is the last Monday Night Raw before SummerSlam. So you want to check it out because it's going to be a good one. It's probably going to be more story driven. There's going to be some good matches. I was looking at the card earlier, what they put out already. So it does look like some good matches are going to happen, but they usually the week before they usually do it's more of a tamer type of match. You don't really want guys getting injured, but we'll probably see Braun spear the hell out of somebody. And speaking of that, what we seen last week was pretty devastating. I mean, Sami Zayn took a spear from hell, and it was you know what? Dragunov has taken some big spears too, and he's taken them pretty consistently. But this one seemed like it had a little extra energy behind it from Braun. He just is ready to completely go through Sami Zayn on this. Grun, did you watch this one live, or did you
I
catch this on
did.
you did?
No, I watched it live.
How did it affect your insides?
Oh, it just made me all warm and fuzzy inside.
Warm and fuzzy. Kind of like some
I'm
hot chocolate, a warm,
yeah.
liquidy hot chocolate.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Sammy, but Braun Breaker, he's just killing it. He's killing it,
He really
and
is.
he deserves that title.
He really does. We've talked about it before, and a lot of us here on IYH kind of think that maybe this title run for Sami Zayn is coming to an end. It really hasn't been what we expected, but honestly, let's think about it. What did we expect from Sami Zayn and this title run? I mean, usually the entertaining, the drawing part about Sami Zayn is the chase.
Yeah.
He has that bit down to a T to make you believe that he can just take it, that he can work for it, that he can get that last bit and just hit that Halua kick and boom, he's got that win. And then he's a champion of whatever, or he is earned a way into something. But the reason why I really think that they're going to take it off Sammy and give it to Braun is I'm starting to see Sammy might be going back with the original bloodline when Roman comes back. I think he's going to be somebody they throw into the card with them. It just, I don't know. I was getting some weird vibes between him and Jay. And it wasn't like weird vibes like, oh my God, they're going to beat the hell out of each other. But it was like their connection. And it was like they were really trying to show how even though no matter what happened in their past, that there was still a connection, that they still were friends at some point. So that's where I'm leaning on this one. I obviously think Braun Breaker is doing amazing things, and he deserves the title. He really deserves a big push. He's doing some really good work out there. Grun, what are your thoughts on this one?
Sami Zayn, WrestleMania, I was one of the people expecting Gunther to retain.
Yeah.
I was expecting Sami Zayn to get beat. I saw Sami Zayn's killer instinct in that match. He hit a brainbuster to Gunter onto the top turnbuckle, and then 2 or 3 haluva kicks after that, or in combination of that. That was killer instinct. Sami has not had that. He is back to the Sami Zayn that can only get lucky. That is it. And I will say this, I did enjoy his short run as a conspiracy theory Sami Zayn. I thought that one was fun.
So you did enjoy that one at least.
I did enjoy that one, but yeah, Sami Zayn, it is definitely the chase. It has never been, usually it has not been that much fun watching him after the chase, after he's accomplished whatever title he's obtained. And I don't think it's necessarily on him. I think it's just his character is very much who Sami Zayn is.
Mhm.
And it doesn't give creative a lot of room to work.
Well, it's kind of like Kevin Owens too.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, like Kevin, you can always say Kevin's fun to watch, but at the same time, it's like you don't really know what they're gonna do with him, and you're not really sure you have any ideas on what they can do with him because, like, solid wrestler, great promo, good at anything you give him. Just never really sure what direction you should put him in.
And it seems like once he gets to wherever you thought he needed to get to, it's the same thing. It's like, well, the chase is over, that excitement's over, and it's kind of hard to for him to go through a big storyline, get a title, and then the next opponent is the same energy. That's hard to catch.
Yeah.
It's much like the Cody Rhodes title run. I mean, if we're going to be honest, I'm not excited about it, honestly. I really haven't been excited about it. I've actually been championing them to bring on Stardust and do something with that character, have some fun there. But yeah, so it looks like we got a big SummerSlam coming up. They're making this SummerSlam, like you alluded to at the very beginning of the show, they're making this SummerSlam a meaningful one of the big four, making it to where why it was part of that. SummerSlam is going to be fantastic. There's so many ideas we have cooking out there. There's an idea of The Rock coming back. There's an idea of Roman coming back. There's an idea of so many possibilities within the bloodline and what they're going to do. So that leaves us to pretty much, we got 7 minutes before Raw goes off. Grun, before we take off, why don't you let us know if there's any SummerSlam matches that you're specifically looking forward to, and if you got anything cooking for this week.
The SummerSlam match I'm probably looking the most forward to is the what I'm hoping is going to be a bloodbath between Gunter and Damian Priest. That is definitely the match I'm looking forward to. As far as cooking this week, I am probably going to try and stream some Call of Duty this week or some Elden Ring. Also, Friday night I've got the SmackDown preview show in Grun's room, and then a very special Saturday. I think it's Saturday. Watch along stream to SummerSlam.
What?
Yeah.
Where? Who are you doing that with, Grun?
Doing it by myself. That's part of why I was asking who's watching SummerSlam. Everyone is welcome into the chat, or we can always just figure something out here. StreamYards. Or it's just my goal is just to watch SummerSlam with people, talk about what's going on, and just have a good time.
I like it. Yeah, you can. If I should, I don't know. I think my family might be coming back that day. But if they're tired, because that's a 9-hour drive,
Oh
I
God,
will
yeah.
be live with you.
Yeah.
I'll at least be in your chat.
Whatever time it is, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's exciting. Fans jump into that. That's going to be a fun time. Come be a part of it with Grun because you will have a fun time. Grun is definitely when we let him off the leash and he can go piss in the yard. He pisses all over in the yard, and it's a fun time. Go check out his gaming too because you'll have a fun time in there. I always have fun with Grun's crew and just watching Grun get pissed off at things. It's so much fun. It really makes a day go by quite well, quite well. Well, fans, friends, Grun's crew, the household, window lickers alike, come join me every Monday with my buddy Grun. And we talk raw, just like we did. This was a great episode. We got real deep into what we really like about what's going on in specific storylines. So come join us. Next week is going to be a totally different one because we're going to be talking totally different subjects because some of these storylines may come to an end, some may just dissolve. Who knows? But we'll be here to cover it. Also, join me and House for the ECW watch alongs on Friday at 6 p.m. right before Grun goes live. And we will be trying to kick it over to Grun. Last week it ran a little long because we had a little couple things to talk about. So we will try that again this week. And then by the time we got off, Grun was already done. I was like, what the fuck, Grun? But that's what happens because sometimes you're just so goddamn good at what you do. Fans, friends, we have friends in this network that do some amazing things. You got Hypocrisy Jones out there. He's also a part of Kokomo Press, and we got a commercial dropping for you at the end of this episode. So please stick around and check that out because the Kokomo Press crew is some fun shit. They are a comedy group. They are satire. They are fun. They do a lot of really funny articles. Really, it's like The Onion. It's like all that old stuff. Some fun stuff just to get people all riled up and have a fun time. So go join them. We also got House, the guy who built the palace that we come in and just make a ruckus of. It's like me and Grun come in on Monday and we just tear it up, and then the rest of the week it's all about cleanup because they got to figure out what we did, what we said, and they will cover that on Wednesday. You got the Raw deal with House and O'Neal, so go check that out. You also got Annie O'Neal's Bumpin' and Thumpin' podcast, so go check that out. That is a indie-based wrestling podcast. You should enjoy that. I believe she does every once in a while talk about mainstream too, but she can join in with us all the time. Anytime she wants to, she can join in, talk, we're trying to get her worked in for a Monday night Raw to where she can jump in with us. But our friends are out there doing things. Paragon, the world's most dangerous podcaster, he's out there with Emerge, tearing up the ropes, going from pillar to pillar, rope to rope, with a title draped across his shoulder. It's big, it's beautiful, and he is Paragon. So go join him, go see what he's about. You can find everybody out there on the social medias. You can also hit up In Your House house call chat. You can hit up the In Your House Discord, the house call Discord. So come join us, come be a part of it, be a part of Window Lickers, be a part of the Grunmeisters crew. And Grun, you got anything else for these people?
Not really. Nothing else.
Not really.
No, nothing.
Hey, that works for me. So
Yeah.
catch us for the next one. Grun's going to be here. I'm going to be here. I guarantee Grun won't have a head tattoo, even though we want him to.
Yeah.
But you can always check in every week just to check to see if he does. And until then, my friends, thank you for joining us, and we will catch you on the next one.
Do you like comedy? Have you ever done it? Have you ever thought about going up on stage and telling some of those jokes that your family and friends just love to hear? Well, now you have the opportunity. every Thursday night starting February 15th at Cooper's Pub, we are doing an open mic. The Kokomo Press is doing an open mic at Cooper's Pub in the downstairs comedy den. It's going to be awesome. It's going to start at 8 p.m. on Thursdays, February 15th, and we're going to be doing open mic with 10 to 15 spots for each comedian at 5 minutes a spot. Do not hesitate to sign up. Sign-ups will be at 7:30 physically down there in the bar, or if you want to, you can sign up early. All you have to do is message our page at the Kokomo Press. It's going to be a great time. We're going to have drinks and we're going to have food specials, and it's all a part of Cooper's Pub. You just go straight in, and instead of making a right, you make a left, you go downstairs, you make a left, and you're right down there in the comedy den. Myself and Brian Allen West are excited to see you, and we'll also have friends that you may know, like Jordan Bell, aka Hypocrisy Jones, Sean Dalrymple, a local comedian we love, and even Courtney Richardson. You're going to see us all out there. We're going to be having a blast. And again, it starts February 15th, but after that, it's every Thursday at 8 p.m. in the comedy den downstairs at Cooper's Pub. Hope to see you there.